Hi, and welcome back to Finders Beepers History Seekers in a very spooky old farmhouse, like really, really old farmhouse in the middle of nowhere. And it's filthy, absolutely filthy. Now, as you know, I'm still not well. I'm still poorly. I'm still coughing away, but excited to get around this one. It looks really good. I've come in on the top floor, so it's going to be a bit weird, a bit backwards, because I'm going to be going from, I'm in the bathroom at the moment, which you won't want to be having a bath in here. It's vile, but I'm going to make my way through the bedrooms first and then downstairs. I'm excited. It's been such a long time. Right, this is what I was saying about the bathroom. I'm not going to really show you. Look at the state of that. Like they've all been cutting off dirt off the face, going straight down the pit and then raising it off with all them, because the dirt's underneath them as well. Very strange. And then a big stinking green bath. Looks like they've been having a bath by candlelight. It's all a bit freaky. But anyway, like I said, it's just not really the sort of thing that I would want to look at. And why is there a mirror at the end of the bath? What are you doing with that? You dirty, dirty boy. Right, coming out of the bathroom, we've got, to be fair, there's loads of toys up there, look, in the attic. Now, I have just weight tested this table and it ain't going to take my weight at all. So there's no way I'm climbing up. But it does make you wonder, what else is in there? What else is up there? But I'm pretty sure there's some real good treasures in this place. Look at this chair for a start. That has got some real age to it. Some proper age to it. I don't know if it's Welsh. Like if that's a Welsh design or what, but it is really, really old, that with the dark wood. And I love this. I really, really love this. I noticed this a minute ago. Margaret W. Tarrant. I don't know if it's like just famous illustration. It's obviously it's a print or something. It's not a proper painting, but it's really good. I love it. Anyway, let's head up the corridor. Right, this is the first room I've come to. It's a bedroom, look. Oh, it's a bit weird in here. I'll tell you something, there is an odd feel to this house anyway. A real strange feeling. Look at those. Thy will be done. Rest in the Lord. That's a bit... I sort of don't like them because these sort of starey faces, aren't they? I don't know. Things like this, I can never tell if they're new or old. I think these are quite old, you know, because I can't get to anything because there's just like massive teddies and printer boxes and Hoover boxes all over. But if you look at this, they're real... Oh no, are they real flowers? Yeah, it's real flowers inside there. It's stitched, but then that bit there is almost paper or plastic. And it's like the Victorians used to do. You know when they did scrapbooking and things like that? They used to get all different sort of types of media. Wouldn't have really been called media then, but like they'd get bits of like cuttings from cards and bits of flowers and all sorts and put them all together and make something out of them. And those look very similar to that. So I don't know if they're really old or if it's just like a modern reproduction version of them, especially because there's... Oh, saying that though, look at this. So if you look at the flowers on that, little pink flowers, if you look over that one, it's big white flowers. So it's not just like a cut and paste job. It is literally something that's been handmade. Looks so good, that. I love it. I actually do love them now. I didn't like them to start with, but I've changed my mind. But yeah, there's just... Look at that. It's lost its arms. Is that really... Oh my lord. That is marble. Oh, that is ridiculously heavy. So heavy. I think it is marble, isn't it? I can never remember what alabaster is, but yeah, that definitely looks like marble to me. It feels like it with the total weight of that. Now, everybody used to get these for christening things. I'm sure Katie or Amy's had one of these, and everybody used to get them when you got christened when you were little. Almost exactly the same. So I don't know if they've got a child that's the same age as Katie. So, ooh, you don't want to be showing that. That's very political, but also very non-PC. You can't really be showing that. It's crazy some of the things you find in these places, like things that people have written, and you just think you can't say that. You can't say that. And then I think, oh, no, Andy should be here because that's what he says, or what I say to him. Anyway, let's keep looking round. Right, there's not a massive amount in here. You know what though? The amount of telly. There's a telly there. There's a telly there. There's at least another one, two. Look, another little one down there. One there. Oh, look. A singer as well. That one looks all sparkly. Look, let me just try and get into this. One sec. So, I've just had an absolute nightmare. That door just fell off the wardrobe. Almost bloody killed me. I didn't know what I could do. I just saw it coming towards me. But yeah, let me show you this. Yeah, look, it's hard to show you. It's got like flecks of green in it, look. It's all sparkly. I don't know if it is a singer. So I can't see the maker's name on it. But I can't really move it to have a look. I can't see any other name on there. And it's all connected, so you can't just pick this top bit up. It's all connected to the bottom as well. So I'm not sure what make that is. I don't think it is a singer. But it's very good. Very, very good. Anyway, I better put this back up again. Now, I bet you're asking or thinking to yourself, where's Bear? He's actually in the car. Now, I was going to bring him in, but I'd been told that the farmer that is sort of keeping an eye on this place, not far down the road, is very similar to the one from from about 6 months ago. The one that was like saying he was going to get the boys round to come and get me when the police came. So, one, I didn't want Bear to get involved in that, but also there's loads and loads of like sheep and cows and stuff. And apparently he's handy at shooting dogs if there's people knocking about. So I couldn't risk bringing him in with me. I just thought, right, leave him in the car. But I'm telling you something, I'm feeling a bit like alone. Alone is the word. Right, moving on into here. Oh, it's another, what a weird room. This is a definite different style to the last one. And I think I know why, look. Start straight over here. So there's loads of what look like travel photos. Money from, is that Chinese money? Oh, I've been there. Yeah, Beijing. I've been to Beijing. I've been in that McDonald's, I think. It's where I had a massive poo. Great Wall of China. All sorts. So, definitely into the travel. What we got on here? Where have they been on here? Oh, it's like their 18th birthday. So I'm wondering if this is the child that would have inherited the house. Because apparently the woman that died here, she died downstairs, had a daughter that was due to take all of this. And she'd moved to Australia and she decided she wanted nothing to do with the house. She didn't want anything to do with any of the possessions. She wanted nothing out of here. So she just left it to slowly deteriorate. And it is deteriorating quite fast. It's quite dangerous in places. So we've got to be careful. But it's so sad. I couldn't leave, like, all my childhood stuff, my parents' stuff, and things. I couldn't do it. Now, don't get me wrong. Like, when you're off... Hey, up. I thought it were a passport. I'm like, how's she gone abroad without a passport? The thing is, I know if you're going to Australia or something, you can't be taking all this stuff with you. I get that. But you'd think you'd take some stuff, wouldn't you? Or, I don't know, you'd do something. Oh, look, it's a big horse bit. That's good, isn't it? I do like all the horsey stuff. What else have we got on here? It's always the same as well with like teenage boys and girls. There always seems to be a collection of 2p's and 20p's and stuff like that. They've saved up over the years. I think our Freddie's got a load, to be fair. So it's weird to think like one day this could be my house. Like Freddie's gone off to Australia and left all my stuff. I think that's quite sad, really, isn't it? But what's that say? Will I ever be free? See, she wanted to get out of here straight away, didn't she? She wasn't a homebody, I don't think. I think she wanted to, first opportunity, she was off to travel the world. These bottles are good though. Old cod bottle and I don't know what that one is. What is this? What's this thing here? I thought it were like a gavel at first, but then it's got a weird end. I don't really understand that. Can't get it to focus either. But yeah, it's very strange. Anyway, I'm gonna keep looking, see what else I can find in here. I feel a bit bad because I feel like I've not quite got the energy that I would do normally to be like excited about stuff and rooting through stuff, but it's taken me so long to get well, and I'm still not quite there yet, but it's been going on. It's like the 1st of February today, and I've been poorly since the 27th of December. So I've been poorly forever. But thankfully now I can get back out, get back on the horse and go get some exploring done. We need to go abroad soon though. Come up with some ideas for me. Try and find some locations abroad. And let's get gone. Now the thing about kids' bedrooms is I always think you can see like them growing up. So like your 18th birthday party photos, they've obviously been out and done some sort of thing with college or something, society's outcast, all the travel stuff. But then if you come back over here, you start to get things like the teddies and the dolls and all the stuff from when they were really little. And I think that is really sad. I think that's the worst thing, to think that that big dog was properly loved at one point and now he's probably just forgotten about altogether. It's so sad. But I've said it before and I'll say it again. This is why every time when your child says to you, Dad, or Mum, Mummy, come and look at this, or come and do this, and you're like, oh, in 5 minutes, I'm just doing this, or I'm watching this on telly, or I'm doing something on my phone, I'll speak to you in a bit, I'll look at it in a bit. Don't, because one day they'll not be bothered anymore. Right, moving down these stairs, this is what I was on about. Look at that. I noticed this when I was walking along this corridor a minute ago. I'm a bit worried about going down these stairs, if I'm being honest, because with my big elephant arse, we'll end up down there. Right, so that's that drop down there. I was going to try, God, this is awkward, you know. I was going to try and get in here, but I just don't think there's any point. Also, I can't see what the floor's like, and if the floor's bad there, you just don't know what it's going to be like underneath that lot. And I don't really want the whole lot coming down, because that wall doesn't even look attached at the other side. It looks very dodgy. So we'll have a look in here instead. Look at this wallpaper. That is quality. You've got to love 60s, 70s wallpaper. Look at that. Imagine that in your house. No way. Look at this. Right, so I just looked at this, and this, I'd not really looked beyond it. So then if you look, that's outside. What the hell? So when I was saying with this room next door, the wall at the end sort of doesn't look attached. It's probably not. It's probably not attached because look, the whole wall's gone. this room just goes outside now. I'm struggling to get in. A bit scared, if I'm being honest. A bit scared of what... Oh, look at the state. I'm scared that the rest of the room's going to go with it. Look. Oh, my God. Oh, what a shame, because there's some good stuff in here as well. Look, there's an old-fashioned hot water bottle. All the peacock feathers around that corner as well. Loads of them. Hundreds of peacock feathers. There's a massive old saddle there. And some beer steins on the floor, old-looking ones. Loads of ornaments of dogs and all sorts down there. I dare not go any further that way. What else we got? I'm also very scared that this... Because look where the room just ends. I'm almost on line with where that wall breaks away. So who's to say the rest of the room's not going with it in a minute? Thing is, with this place as well, because I've come here last minute... No, oh God, what am I doing with my torch? Because I've come here last minute, nobody knows I'm here. So they've got no clue that I'm just in this place in the middle of nowhere. So if the whole house collapses, I'm done. I'm done anyway. It's not like somebody in Sheffield's going to go, oh no, the house has collapsed because they know where I am. Do you know what I mean? So I suppose it don't really matter anyway. They'd either find me or they won't. Easy as that. Now just over there, I can see like a toy go-kart or trike or something. I can't get to anything though. Hey, Bear's got a dog lead almost exactly the same as that. And that's just looks brand new. It's like it's come out of my car. But yeah, I'm telling you, there's some really good stuff under there. What a shame. But I'm not getting closer to that. Right, come on. Let's get out of this bit before we die. I might just look in that little thing down there. Right, so it's looking like it's quite a lot of bits of pottery. Now, what I have noticed is that is a USSR bear from the Moscow Olympics. Then you've got another... Oh, I can't get to it. There's another bear, and then there's what I think could be a Black Forest bear. Not sure. Looks like, look at the spider on its back. Looks like one of the Black Forest carved bears that can be ridiculous. Like the massive ones are so expensive. But yeah, there's another bear there. So I'm guessing they were into the bears. But anyway, I need to get out of this room. Right, so we've just come from there. Those buckets is where that hole is in the floor. So we've come down quite a long way already. I'm moving along into here. Now, I almost didn't notice there's a massive piano under there. Huge big piano, but because there's so much stuff, like massive mixing bowls shoved on top, you just don't notice. And then loads of little things like holy Bibles. I don't think it's that. 1958, that one, look. It's not that old. What else is there? There's not been very many old books to look through, if I'm being honest. Minerals and Rocks. I don't think that one's particularly the most interesting. And it's 1970, so it's not even that old. But I'm sure there will be somewhere. Oh, look. Basil Brush Annual, 1972. Topper book. Blue Peter. Oh, that's good. What else we got? Oh, look, we've got a little violin here as well. So they were into the music. I think I saw some stuff to do with music in that teenage girl's bedroom as well. So it must have been her. But yeah, the piano, I can't really get to show you properly. What is this? What is this item? What is that from? I don't understand. It's like some sort of robot arm. It's a bit weird. There's a lot of things that I don't... Oh, sheep shear. I wonder if it's a sheep shearer. Because that's the box. Although it doesn't look like it on the picture. But it could be. I don't know. There's lots of things I don't, like, recognise. Look at that horse. No, that is brill. Oh, my girls. In fact, Freddie would have loved that growing up. I think he's a bit big for it now, like, but that is a really good old rocking horse. That's proper horsehair as well, you can tell looking at it. Proper horsehair. Same for the tail as well. That is so good. I can't even, it's massive. I'll zoom out so you can see it, look. That is huge. Does it still work? Oh, I can't really because there's stuff up against it. But that is so good. Like, how good is your childhood if you've got something like that? It's just so good. It's so good. Normally I put these on without saying anything, but I've got an hat on today, so it's a bit awkward. But that's my nod to Andy. He's had his tests, so we should find out soon if everything's all right again. Just thought I'd give you a bit of an update. He's had his feeding tube removed. He's looking quite normal again, which is good. Well, although he's not got a proper beard back yet. He's just got a dodgy tash. So he just looks a bit odd. I still don't like him. He needs to go away until he's fully formed again, and then I'll like him again. But yeah, he's looking a lot better. So yeah, down next to the horse is another telly. So that, what we're on now, telly count number 5, 6, not sure. There's a fair few. I do love that horse. I don't know what this big furry item is. Oh, it's a dog. It's a massive dog. That's a dog's tail there, and its bum and its feet. It's like a, what are they called? The paint dogs. Those big. Oh, what sort of dog is it? What are they called now? The ones like the Dulux dogs. The ones that back in the 80s used to have the big furry one. I just don't know. You're gonna have to tell me. Right, some sort of drugs there, look. Alamycin and Pharmoxy, something. And then some rat and mouse killer. You don't want to get those two mixed up. But this was her bedroom. This is where she ended up dying, in here. Which is quite sad. But you can tell there's not quite as much devastation in here. Things are quite nice. Oh, look at the big doll's house over there. That's good. It's all full of dust and dirt though. Well, look at this picture behind the door. I don't know why. I don't even know what it's supposed to be of. But I like it. I like it a lot. Now, what's that hole for? Can't be rats. They'd have to be like Australian rats that have been on the ceiling and gone up through there. Why is there an hole there? Makes no sense. But what else we got over here? Oh, look. Voltarol. What's Voltarol now? I've heard of Voltarol, but I can't think what it's for. I need to go and have a look at that house. I am a proper girl when it comes to stuff like this. Like, a doll's house shouldn't excite me, but it sort of does. Because doll's houses are one of these things again. Like I always say to you, when it's something that people have touched and used, I love it. Like something that's been played with properly. Like little dolls walking around houses and stuff. I just think it's really good. Now, I am struggling to get along here, so just give me a sec. Right, looking in here, look at that dust and dirt that's in there. And think about how loved it was at some point. Little dog in the back, and all the toys at the front, and now it's just a massive dusty mess. That's quite worrying really, isn't it? But yeah, look at this. To my dear sister on her birthday. That postcard actually looks really old. There's no date on it there. But it's quite old, that, I think. I just wish, like things like that, I always wish they'd got the dates on. Or a stamp at least, so you can roughly work out when it's from. But anyway, let's keep looking. There's loads of stuff in here, to be fair. Right, looking over in this cupboard, there's so many cool little things. But the problem is I can't shift. It's my big fat arse again in the way. I can't, there's things so I can't turn sideways properly. Now, at first I got really excited because I thought they were all first edition Beatrix Potters, but they're not. They're like from the 1970s, I think, looking at them. But they are good. Still a nice little collection to have, to be fair. Then I've noticed these, look. I don't know if it's jet or it definitely looks like Victorian. I can't move here. I can't get in. But yeah, Victorian jewellery. It's very nice. Like, you don't get black jewellery very often these days. Then you've got a budgie. But the thing that I like the look of is this. And I need to get it out to have a look. Right, look at this. How good is this? So you've got Windsor Castle there on that side. I don't know what that is. I don't know if that's the house of the person that's getting married, because this, if you look on top, is a coronation souvenir. Now, I don't think it's the King's dad. No, the Queen's dad. I think it's the one before. I think it's Queen Victoria's son. I can never remember which is which. So I think it's 1901, this. It's either George or Edward, I think. I'm terrible at getting those few between Victoria and the Queen. I always get mixed up. I don't know why. But yeah, it is so good, that tin. And I know it's only a tin, but it's something that generally wouldn't have got saved. It got thrown out because they go rusty. But you've got the King there and his wife there. That's so, so good. I absolutely love it. Look at the colour on that, because it's been underneath as well. It's just so, so good. But that's because it's been kept nicely, sat in that cupboard, and that's why I'm going to put it back exactly where I found it. But yeah, there's loads of little bits of pottery and some older looking books in there as well. It's dead good. And it just makes me wonder what's hiding away behind curtains and stuff as well. Loads of elephants and teddies and all sorts. Anyway, I'm going to keep looking around, see what else I can find. Just shows that you just don't know what's hiding away. Like, there's little things knocking about everywhere, especially in places like this, where there's just piles and piles of stuff. Like, you don't notice them straight away. Look at this. So the normal sort of person looking around would go, oh, pictures, oh, there's a vase there, a load of stuff, cabinet, and then that's about it. But that's actually a massive radio. Huge radio with the huge big speakers. It's not a cabinet at all. So it's quite good, really. Just like, if you just spend a bit of time just to look round, you notice these things, and stuff keeps popping out that you've probably not noticed to start with. And then you'll go, oh, look, like, for example, those keys. I'd not noticed those keys until just now. You just don't know. You just don't know what's going to surprise you. Right, we've finally made it down to the bottom of the stairs. There's like rooms halfway down the stairs. It's really strange. But then look, we've got a skull there. A skull there. And a bucket full of skulls down there. Some of those skulls are massive, you know. Like, that is bigger than Bear's head. Like, I don't really want to think about Bear's skull, to be fair, but these ones are massive. The one underneath there is huge, but it is definitely like a ram or a sheep or something. Also, I've noticed there's a big thing of Smirnoff Mule under there as well. Massive thing of Smirnoff Mule. Not that I'm going to be drinking it. I don't like it, to be fair. Look at it in here. Oh, wow. Look at this. Well, we've definitely hit the jackpot here. Look at her. Bleeding heck. We've got some ladybirds. Some hunting plates. Those, I sort of recognise those. They look like something you get in Yorkshire. Those ones. But then look at all the stuff in here. Oh my lord, I'm going to be here all day. But then they've obviously been trying to sell some of the stuff, look, because you've got an auctioneer sticker on that one. And this bedpan thing There's an auctioneer sticker on that. Oh, some of those big jug things behind are good. Just can't really get to them. Oh, what's this say? Presented to Mr. A.G. Nichols by a few friends on the occasion of his marriage, December 29th, 1907. Look at that. Big slate clock from 1907, 118 years old. And it looks in great condition, to be fair, really good condition. That's so crazy to think that a couple of friends clubbed together to get that for your wedding. That's really good. What else we got down here? There seems to be a lot of bedpans. Look, there's one there. Some more peacock feathers. Couldn't think of the word then. Another bedpan there. And when I say bedpan, I mean the big pans that they'd fill with coals and shove them in your bed to keep you warm. It's like a hot water bottle, I suppose. I need it at the moment. Although this hat is keeping this is keeping me toasty as all. It's so nice. If you do want to buy one, just go on to findersbeepers.co.uk/shop, and we're selling it at the moment. They're only about 16 quid, something like that. They're not very much. Get yourself one now before they all go, because they are really good. Anyway, let's keep looking. Do you know what though? With things like this and other sort of older looking items, I'm very surprised we've not found any old photos yet. Like really old Victorian photos. You'd think there'd be loads. Look at these. The old horses. Who used to make them now? I don't want to break it. Was it Colton ware or something? I can't remember. Who it was. But there's a massive selection of them. Absolutely loads. Then you've got your Toby jugs. And some of these Toby jugs can be worth a fortune. Now, I don't think these ones are, because they look relatively newer ones. These look quite old. Some of these can be worth quite a lot as well, but also you get a lot of reproduction type stuff. And there's some more Toby jugs over at the back. And deer and stuff. I don't know if that looks like ashes, that box. I'm sort of scared to have a look in it, but I sort of want to as well. Oh, this is good. I don't know what it's for. This. It says something to Widdicombe Fair. It's almost like a little collector's piece for tea or something like that, but it's really good. I really, really like it. I'm going to have a look in this. Please don't be someone's ashes. I'll pick it up. Put it over here. What is it? I don't know what was in there. Feels a bit weird, that. I feel like there should have been something important in there, but I don't know what. But yeah, like I said, loads of different stuff. Some big glazed jugs, some more modern stuff, things from travels like elephants and things like that. There's all sorts, absolutely all sorts. Now looking on here, there's more in that same sort of style. And also what looks like maybe Bonnie Prince Charlie, I don't know, on there. That's that girl from upstairs. I don't mean she's actually sat upstairs, you know what I mean. And another bear. They do like the bears. And hunting scenes. Always the farmer types, they've always got the hunting scenes on the walls. But I suppose it's more of a way of life, isn't it? It's how you're brought up. I don't know if you've noticed, but my voice is slowly going. I'm not able to speak in the morning. But no, it's weird because I love the hunt and hate it at the same time. I love the tradition of the hunt. I love the uniforms and the meeting up and the camaraderie and all that. But I hate the death. I hate the fear of that poor animal. It's horrible, but it's weird, isn't it? You don't want to lose your traditions, but also you don't want to lose a life for the sake of losing a life. Now, whoever lived here was a royalist, definitely, because they've been handing out Golden Jubilee service things. They've got all the mugs and bits of paraphernalia in there as well. Oh, in fact, I'm struggling because I'm having to stand on stuff and I don't really like doing it. But if you look at the back of here, look at the blue Edward ashtray, 1937 at the back of there as well. That's really good. I really, really like that. That's actually probably really rare. So I wouldn't have thought they would have made loads with everything that happened. But yeah, some really good stuff. Got another King Edward mug there as well. More hunting scenes. Anyway, better stop being a mountain goat and get down. I got excited then because I thought that was another room through there, but it's where we've just come from. But I also noticed we actually do have an old photo of the hunt, but I don't know what year that is. I don't think it's that old, but I think it's still probably a good 60, 70 years old. I don't know. I can't quite work it out. Well, they were definitely into the hunt scene. Oh, and horses as well. That's good. I really like that. But yeah, I can't quite work out. Looking at their clothes, I feel like it's not that long ago, but then I don't know. Not sure. But anyway, the Wurzels. I remember the Wurzels when I was younger. I think I hated them. Were they the ones... I've got a brand new combat harvester. Those people. Sure it were. Bloody Southerners. They're all weirdos, man. Right, there's two more things I want to look at. Oh, look at these relatively recent wedding photos as well. But, no, the first thing was this that I said I was going to look at and I never did. And it looks really good. Actually, I think it's Edward. I can't get to it, that's the problem. I have to put my torch down to pick it up. Just a minute. Oh, it's awkward. Right. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. Let's put it down and get the torch back. Yeah, look at this. This is what I was looking for. First son of Edward III of Chester. What is it? The Black Prince of the something. Sorry, I'm not showing you very well. I'm just trying to work out what it is myself. Woodstock. Very weird. What an odd item that is. And then the little gypsy caravan thing as well underneath. Really, really weird. What was the other thing I wanted to look at? There was something I saw and I thought, you know what? I'll show them that. And now I can't think what it were. I don't know. Let's have a look in this cupboard and then we'll move on. What's in here? Christmas decorations from 1986. And just some bits of pottery and stuff. Nothing exciting. Just makes me wonder how there's still houses out there like this. Like, in this day and age, how... I sort of could get it in the 60s and 70s when there's places like this just left. But I can't get it. I don't get it now. I think things are worth so much money these days. Houses and property and land. And I just think, how is it left? How is it left like this? It's just mad. How many more are out there? Now, at the moment, it's pretty hard in the UK to find anything. So to find this is pretty amazing. But there will be more. They'll be hidden away, not being found yet. But I do start to worry that at some point they will run out altogether, because the more people like me and people wanting to do what I do, they're just going to start finding more and more places. And eventually there'll be nothing else left to look at. But that's another reason why I like to look in Europe for you, because there's so many more places to see and so many less people looking, if that makes sense. Also, in the future, I want to do things like dark history for you, like Like when I went to look at the Pol Pot stuff in Cambodia, I'd like to go to Easter Island. I'd like to go to just look at all sorts of different places, Egypt and everywhere. And let's look together. It's not always about exploring abandoned places. Sometimes there's interesting dark history stuff out there that you just wouldn't get to see. Is it what you want to see though? Let me know, because whenever I put stuff up like that, you don't watch. I don't get it. Because me and you, I thought we were the same. I thought we liked the same sort of things, but maybe we don't. Maybe we're drifting apart. Maybe you don't love me anymore. I wondered why you'd stopped hugging me. Right. There's another telly to add to the TV count there. They were definitely cooking up some big ass things, because that is a massive, massive pan thing there. That's probably where the skulls have come from. They've been cooking heads. You just never know. These dodgy southern farmers, all sorts of people going missing round here end up in one of those things. But yeah, then there's some cool binoculars. I always wanted good binoculars. I don't really know why, but I always did. And then this, look at this. W. Grace, London. I don't think it's a grandfather clock. I don't know if it's a grandmother clock. It's smaller, a lot smaller than the ones that we would normally see. It's probably about 6.5 foot, but it's not very wide. But I think it's quite old. I would say at least sort of 1910s, maybe older than that. I'm not sure. And the keys, I don't know how to open this. Well, you can't, I don't think I can. But the winding key is down there, just down there to wind it up. So I definitely think it's quite old. Anyway, we'll head into the kitchen and then we'll probably go and have a look outside. Right, we're in the kitchen. And the kitchen is just rammed with stuff. Absolutely rammed with stuff. You've got all sorts. You've got metal pheasants. You've got pigs. Actual pheasant feathers. I feel like there's a rhyme coming on there. I used to love doing that. I'm not a pheasant plucker, I'm a pheasant plucker's mate, and I'm sitting plucking pheasants because the pheasant plucker's late. Could you do it? Do it really fast, as fast as you can. I'm not a pheasant plucker, I'm a pheasant plucker's mate, and I'm sitting plucking pheasants because the pheasant plucker's late. Honestly, you'll get it wrong and you'll know why. But yeah, we used to do all sorts. Mrs. Pugsy Wugsy's got a rough cut punt, not a punt cut rough, but a rough cut punt. We used to do all sorts of different ones like that and get ourselves in trouble. There's all sorts of little things in here. There's a football boot. A little football boot there. Oh, you could just go through some of these things for hours. There's car keys. And a little seal on it. There's cats. And another seal there. That stag's good. I think it's quite new looking at that label that's on it. But it's still good. Oh, first semi-old photo there as well, look. That's good. Oh, look. Crash Bandicoot on the back of the door. It sort of brings it back into my time scale when you look at things like that. When you've got stuff to do like Crash Bandicoot. Oh, Beatles plate there. What else we got on here? Is there anything in there? Is it a tie clip? That's what it looks like. Silver tie clip. Oh, this clock's good in the corner. If I can get to it. So again, oh, look at that. Mother of pearl. I can't really get it to shine properly, but it's mother of pearl, that. I don't know if it's that old, that clock. I can't quite work it out. I feel like that looks sort of newer, that tick-tocky thing. I don't know. Not sure. Then what else we got on here? Some foreign coins by the looks of things. Where's that from? Dinar. 1976 dinar. I don't know what country that is. Yugoslavia, is it? Yugoslavian? Sorry, I keep looking at the coin and not looking at it on here. So you're getting it all blurred. Not sure. But there's no such thing as Yugoslavia anymore. It's weird. I just find it weird when there's countries that have sort of come to an end, like Yugoslavia and stuff. It's just odd. Find it very strange because it's never going to be a thing again. But growing up, we all knew about Yugoslavia and things like Czechoslovakia. Because that just makes me think of beer, Czechoslovakian yeast. And those adverts that were backwards. But yeah, like I said, I don't normally look round in kitchens. That lamp's good over there. But actually, there is quite a few good bits in here. And something that's doing my head in, and I'm not going to look, there's a door there. But it would mean moving dumbbells, chairs, all sorts to get into it. And I am not doing it. I'm just not doing it. I've been in here for hours as it is. There's something definitely you're going to want to see up here, though. And it's about a conversation that we were having the other week. And it was about vaginal bleaching on black knickers. Told you, it's a thing. It's not just one woman. There's plenty out there that do it. I'm going to get in trouble again. You all told me off and like, well, of course we do. You men are even worse. You turn your pants inside out and back to front and wear them 25 times in a row. I don't, because I don't bloody wear them. So you're wrong there. But yeah, I know I'm going to get in trouble. I don't care. Right, I think that's about it for inside. There's been some really good stuff though, to be fair. And it's spooky, this place. Like, when I finished talking just then, right at the end, I'm hoping it picked up, but as I was speaking, I heard a, like from behind me. And it's not the first time I've heard it while I've been in here. First time I just ignored it. This time, definitely heard it, and I'm hoping it's picked up. But either way, we're going to go outside. There is some outbuildings. I'm going to have a look, see if we can see what's in those, and then we'll get out of here. But before we do go out that door, what is that thing in the corner? That is freaky. Look at its big eyes. That is so strange. And I just stood on something down there. It was soft and squidgy. I don't like that at all. But I always think it's weird when the coats are still hung up, ready to go out for the day. Anyway, you can see it's quite an old building. I don't think you can tell so much when you're inside, but you definitely can when you get out of here. Right, this is where, that's that room I was in. That I said, oh look, the wall ends there. You would have been able to see me stood there when I was in that room. You've got like a air hockey table hanging out the window. Or out of the wall, sorry. It's so bad, that whole roof could just come down so easily. And there's another room underneath that we've not been in. But from what I can see, there's not a great deal in there anyway. But that is so dangerous. I can't believe how dangerous that was. And I was just stood in there just 2 minutes ago. Right, I just wanted to show you as we walk away. There's there's 2 more cars under there, so that's 4. So there's at least 4 cars there, and there's loads more up here. Right, I've just come literally, just, you can see the other cars through the trees there. Just come up here. There's 2 more there, and there's even more to come. And this building here, I don't even know if that's part of where we've just been in or not. It seems like a totally different house to me, that. I'm confused by it. Because we've come from right down there, so it must be. I don't know. Anyway, let's keep going up. Yeah, so as we come up the lane, there's another one here. And, like, every so often you'll just see the number plate shining from some other random car, like, hidden away somewhere in the trees. I don't know what he's been doing with them all. But yeah, if you look, we're not going to go down to all these, but there's outbuildings behind. That's the build. That is the house we've just been in. But there's buildings behind it as well, look. All sorts. You can see how cold it is as well. Look at this. It is freezing tonight. It is really cold. There's no clouds in the sky. It's the stars out. So I'm going to make my way back to the car and poor old Bear. I forgot to do an outro. Hope you enjoyed the video. See you later. Bye.
Wank off a pig, wank off a pig, wank off a pig.